guys, it's Deb, back with another Sims 4 room building video. Today I thought it would be fun to build a bedroom for two little girls. And I'm going to want to include the dollhouse in this room, so I'm going to have to make sure that the room is fairly large because the dollhouse does have a fairly large footprint. So I'm going to go ahead and make the room about a 6 by 8 if you count this little offset. And I think that will probably be large enough to fit the dollhouse and two beds for two little girls. Okay, let's go ahead and put in some windows while we're in build mode. And let's just use the double modern window for this wall. And we'll go ahead and start out with the window in white. And let's go ahead and use this single window to fill out the rest of these walls with windows and let in a lot of natural light. And speaking of lights, let's go ahead and put some ceiling lights in so that we can see what we're doing. And I'm just going to go ahead and start out with this particular light because it does seem, in my opinion, to put off more light than any of the other ceiling lights. If later we decide that it does not fit in with our room, we can always switch to a different light fixture. Now let's think about what we want to put on the walls. And I did notice a wallpaper the other day that I've never used before, and it was a gingham type pattern. I believe it was this one. Let's go ahead and try this in the pink for all of the walls for right now. And because this is a pink and white wall and it does have the white wooden baseboards, I'm thinking maybe we should try a white wooden floor. So let's go ahead and start with this one and see how we like that. Okay, and because I said that I do want to use the dollhouse in this room, let's go ahead and put it in because it is so large and I want to make sure that I don't run into any problems with everything fitting in here the way that I want it to fit. And let's move it out from the wall just a teeny tiny bit so that when we put curtains in, the curtains don't cut into the dollhouse. Okay, now one thing that we're definitely going to need for this room is two little beds for two little girls. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn the grid back on for just a second so that I can get the placement of the beds where I want. And we can go ahead and use this children's bed. And why don't we try it in this purple color for now? And we'll go ahead and grab two of those. Okay. Now, I always like to put a painting or something behind the little girls' beds or behind the beds in all of my rooms just to kind of give an accent behind the bed area. But this time, why don't we try something just a little bit different? Why don't we do maybe some curtains behind the bed? Maybe this one, and we'll make it large, and we'll see how we like that. We'll go ahead and let me turn the grid on for just a second. Let's go ahead and kind of move these in a little bit and kind of make it look like it's just one piece. I think that looks about right. Okay, now let's go ahead and grab this dorm life panel, which is one of my favorite curtains in this game. And I can see that I do not have these curtains moved up high enough, so we'll just go ahead and move these up. That looks about right. Okay, and we'll go ahead and grab some more of these dorm life panels and put them in. And I'm kind of trying to get them lined up so that they look natural, so that the lines are not too obvious that they are overlapping. And that looks fairly good, I think. Okay, I think I'm fairly pleased with that. Now let's go ahead, we'll turn the grid off, and let's go ahead and get an end table to put between these two beds. Let's go with this modern end table. I do believe it comes in a purple that will match this bed quite well. Yes, I think it does. And we'll go ahead and grab a light and put it on this table. This one is one of my favorites that I use over and over again. And that looks pretty good. Okay. And while we're thinking about curtains, we could go ahead and add the ones for the windows. And I don't think I want to do the same exact thing there. We'll go with something in the same color, but a little bit different, just to give it a little bit of contrast from what we have on the wall behind the bed. I do believe this curtain does come in that same color, I do believe. So go ahead and put it there, and then we'll grab the single one for the single windows. And that's looking pretty good, I think. There we go. Right. And now let's see if we can, you know what, we need a rug, but I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to grab the carpet instead of a rug. I believe it comes in a light pink. And do we want the floral or do we want the plain? Let's go ahead and go with the plain for now. I may change it. But let's go ahead. We'll make our little rug like that with the carpet. And that fits in really good with those pink gingham walls. Okay. Now let's hop back on over to the child's room. And we'll put in the creativity table. We'll start with that. And we'll put it in the purple. We'll just stick it right over here. And of course we're going to have toys. So let's grab Mr. Uni and we'll put him right there. Okay. And you know what? We're going to need a door to get into this room. So let's grab a door really fast and we'll just use this plain Jane white door for now. We'll go ahead and put that right there. Okay. Let's go ahead. Why don't we put a desk in this room? I think we should. So let's go ahead. Here are the desks, and we'll put in that purple one that matches the table that we put in. We'll just put that in there. And of course we're going to need a desk chair, and I believe this comes in purple, and it does. And let's go ahead and give these little girls a computer. That way they can practice their typing and all that good kind of stuff. Also, I think it would be a good idea to give them a bookcase. And we'll just stick the bookcase right there. Let's go back to the child's room, and of course we're going to need to have a toy box. So let's grab this little toy box in purple and we'll just sit him right there. Okay. And of course we're going to need a dresser for this room. And we'll just grab this one. It matches the other furniture that we've got in, and we'll just put it right there. Okay, now we can start to put in some decorations and things of that sort, and we'll just go ahead and start here on this wall with the desk. We'll go ahead and find, how about this poster here? And we'll go ahead and make it large, and we'll put this behind the desk, just about right there maybe. Okay, and why don't we throw some shelves in on this wall? We can put some shelves above the toy box. And I'm not sure what room they're in, so we'll just have to go into surfaces and find them. And this one comes in a white, so we'll just do this. We'll put in a couple of shelves. And now we can go back and get some toys maybe in the kids' room and put some toys on these shelves. How about we'll put these little figurines maybe here. And how about the pony? Where's that little pony that I love? I love this little pony. We'll put him up there. And how about this little dinosaur? We can put him in. And then we could just put this little man here. About that. Now for the bottom one, how about we put this lump of clay in here on the bottom shelf. And maybe Mr. Llama, put him in there. And how about this little guy? I think he's cute. Let's put him in. We'll probably have to turn him around so that we can see him. We'll put him right like that. I think that's kind of cute. Why don't we put in some lighting, some wall lighting above this shelf? And we'll just go with something simple, maybe this. We'll put it about right there, and we'll put another one over the bookcase just to make it kind of even. And let's go ahead and put a little bit of clutter on the desk. We could put a light. Let's go back to here and get a light to put on. We can just put this little pink one. And just put it in, kind of like that. And go back to the kids' room and see what we can find. How about the pencil cup? Where's the pencil cup? There it is. We'll just put him right there. That looks pretty good. All right. Let's put the violin in. And we'll just put it in pink. And we'll put him right there. About that. Okay. And how about we put in, how about this Valentine's teddy bear? We'll just stick him in. We'll stick him right there. We'll just kind of put him at an angle. Okay. Now let's move over to this wall where the beds are. And we'll just go ahead and put some posters and things on the walls. How about this one? We'll make it large. Put it right there. About that. And then we'll put another poster in here. How about we put in, there's one that I like, Sally Soccer or something like that. Here she is. Let's put her in. We'll put her right there. Put her right there. Okay, now we're going to need to move over to this wall, and I think we probably need to put some mirrors behind this dresser. So let's go ahead, let's turn on the Move Objects On sheet. And let's go ahead and pick up our mirrors. And I really like this mirror, and I know that it comes in purple, so we'll do that. And I'm going to use the F9 key to move that mirror up. Let's go ahead and put 3 of those mirrors in. Okay, now we've got our mirrors in, and let's go ahead and put some clutter in on top of the dresser. Let's put, you know what I'd like to put in? Let's put the fishbowl in. The crystal fishbowl. I never can find it, so I have to type it in. We'll put Mr. Fishbowl right there. And now let's go back to the kids' room, and we'll put in some more things like that. We'll put in, how about the book bag? Just go ahead and stick the book bag right there. I love the book bag. Love it, love it, love it. And now, how about some pictures on this wall? How about the ladybug? We can do Mr. Ladybug or Miss Ladybug. We'll put her right there maybe. And we'll go ahead and do the bunny rabbit. How's that? And we'll put Miss Bunny Rabbit right here. And now why don't we go ahead and pick up these lights and put them over these pictures. Okay, how about that? And while we're at it, doing all this, let's go ahead and turn off the cheat. Because I want to make sure that I don't run into any problems with placing anything. Okay, all that looks pretty good. Okay, what else do we need to put in our room? Let's see, we have a violin, we've got toy box and shelves, we've got our desk, a bookshelf, we have our dollhouse, we have our creativity table, 2 little beds, we have our stuffed animal. I think this room is actually looking pretty good. Let me just give it a quick once over, just to see if there's anything else. I guess we could put a little stack of books or something, some kind of clutter right here in the floor. But you know what? Let's say that our little girls are very neat little children and they pick up after themselves and they don't have anything in the floor. Let's just go ahead. I think we're just going to call this room finished. And I want to thank you all so very, very much for building this little girl's room with me. I hope you all had fun. I know that I did. And I'll be right back with some screenshots of the finished room. And here we are with the finished room. I think it turned out really cute and I hope you all like it. If you would like to download this room from the Sims 4 gallery, just search for my origin user ID, SimmerDeb. SimmerDeb is all one word and it does have a capital S and a capital D. And I want to thank you all so very, very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please let me know in the comments down below. Please leave me a like and please subscribe. I'll see you next time.